Sometimes something so simple can take you back in time, like a portal. When I was a little girl growing up, we would go blueberry picking with my parents and siblings, and my mama would freeze them in the freezer, and anytime we wanted a snack, she'd let us eat away until our hearts were content and our hands and mouth were purple. Now, starting the same tradition with my little family, it is so special to me. This year we went picking with Alex's mom and his stepdad, and we had a wonderful time. It was hot and humid, but worth every minute of it to have so many yummy berries to put away in the freezer.
Perfect.
Someone woke up, which is perfect timing to get out, pick some blackberries. Alex had to mow I think it's the actual road. It was really tall grass, so he thought it would be better, since we have the babies with us, to go ahead and mow it down. I'm sure we're gonna still have some ticks because they're real bad right now, but hopefully not too many. Well, we can't wait. I think he's done. Just a short walk down from the car, and already some blackberries in my hand. And there's so many blackberries to be picked. I'm so excited. Keslin's still asleep. She fell asleep on the way over, so hopefully she wakes up. I might do the unmentionable, wake her up. Bedtime's later anyways, and I really want her to get to be a part of picking some of these berries. I'm gonna eat one. So good. Someone forgot the basket. Thanks.
Yeah, there was a bunch of ticks down here the other day. And I got 9. This is where I had them at, all over my feet.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was waist deep. So we mowed.
Yeah, this is much better.
I don't know if I did, but I may have burned up the clutch. And it wasn't just from here, it was from all over, mowing high grass.
The mower?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
That's not good.
I know. And we've had problems with the mower the past couple months, and that's just another one to add to it. But we take it with us, like you can see. And this is Dr. Child's farm, the guy that mentors me with the flowers. He allowed us to come over here to pick blackberries. And Miranda and I were talking about it last week, that we were saying that it's the superfood. Blackberries and blueberries has the most antioxidants that out of all fruit in this area.
There's so much pressure, I feel like, in our society, in America, to have life figured out. And if you don't, then there's terms like failure, not good enough, quitter that gets thrown around. And it's bogus. And I'm not here for it, because if you can't slow down and take time to do something that would seem insignificant, but is so significant to make you have just a sound, good life, something this simple or anything small but fulfilling, what's it really matter? Because if you can't stop every now and then just to do something with the people that you care most about, why are you living that kind of a lifestyle? And that's why Alex can be really hard on himself. And I just tell him, like, no, what we're doing, how we're choosing to live is putting the people closest to us first. And that's what matters. That's what should matter. And if more of that did matter, think of our society. Think of how people would treat each other. It would just be a much better place to live everywhere.
Many people wanted to know the foraging side of it, and I've got my Oasis flower cutters here, and they're actually pruners for anything, really. There is this. You've seen it around everywhere. Look at that. Miranda said this is wheatgrass, but it's not.
It looks similar.
I asked her, does she know what it is? And she said, yeah, isn't that wheatgrass? But it's actually Timothy grass. And they'll take it green. It has to be stiff. It can't be limber and floppy like this and broken. But I just broke it on purpose to show you. It has to be about 3 foot in length. Where else can it be free money as $2.50 for a bunch of 15 of them? it's something that we're picking right beside of the blackberries. And a crazy thing is on cut flower situation is that it's usually in high-end bouquets. They'll take the entire stem of a blackberry branch. That's something I don't really want to mess with, but they give $1 a stem for something like that. A 3-foot stem, you have to have them in a bunch of 10, so it's a minimum of $10 to pick 10 stems of blackberries that are ripe. But we'd rather put them in our freezer. Vincent, you're being good, aren't you? Just kicking around. Yeah? Can you taste the blackberry? Yeah. Mmm. At least Vincent's being good out here today. Think so?
Yeah, which he did good when we picked blueberries. He was happy and content.
Yeah.
As a newborn, though, he was not opposite.
And I know I'm sweating out here. I think the car said like 75, 6, 7 or something like that. But where we live in the Blue Ridge Mountains, I'd rather take this heat than a lot of other heats like down in South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. Because
our humidity is low.
Yeah, the humidity's low and it doesn't get scorching hot. I mean, you could work out in it. It's not unbearable where you just don't want to be out here. After, what, 7 o'clock? Maybe 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, it really cools down and it'll be 65 or 70. And that's nice weather, especially if you're in the shade.
And there's normally like a good breeze that blows.
And for the most part in this area, like I'm stepping all through here, we really don't have to worry about rattlesnakes that much. There are some around here, but it's very rare to actually step on one. The majority of the things that you'll see around here is like a black snake. And I'm always worried that I'm gonna step on one. Like last week I stepped on one in my shoe. But deer ticks is something we worry about around here. For Lyme's disease, because they carry it real strong in this area. And I brought my pistol with me because we're in bear territory. And
with the berries. Yeah,
with the berries all around us. And actually this area that we're in is only just probably 2 miles or something from our house if we were floating downstream. Look at the view behind me. There's Miranda and Vincent. It's a beautiful sunset coming in. I mean, we got a little time left. But man, it's beautiful. I'm going over here to check on Keslin again. Are you awake? Hi, baby. Did you wake up? Was it a nice nap? All right, let's keep Max in here, okay? Mama's picking blackberries. Yeah. You want to pick blackberries? Okay, I don't want you walking through the tall grass. Let me carry you through the tall grass. Grab a hold of me. There you go. Say hi, everyone. Say it. Hi. Hi, everyone. Well, this is better than some days. Most times she's grouchy when she wakes up. All right. Would you like to walk now that it's not too much grass? Okay. Mama's right down the street, okay? I said the street, but it's really a grass strip. Hey, baby, watch out for all the thorns. They're blackberry thorns, and they'll grab you and scratch you. Okay? Say, okay, Daddy. Why are you so quiet? Let's tell everybody about this behind me, okay? Okay, stop for just a second. Behind Keslin, head height, I'll get an up close of it, but this is Iliagnus. It has a silver bottom. It also has these little berries on them. Especially in the fall, they turn red, but right now they're like a grayish, brownish color. And this is awesome for a cut flower. Like this morning, we cut 15 bunches of it at $5 a piece. So that was $75. And I think we'd done that in about 20 minutes, maybe a little less. And it was on its way to Charlotte. The Iliagnus, what it's used for is like wedding. Sorry, it's sweating out here. What Iliagnus is commonly used for is weddings, like on the staircases and on like the cathedrals and the archways for weddings or ceremonies, events, big events. And it bends really well. And they usually like between 4 to 6 foot pieces. It's sort of like an evasive bush. That's the type of things that you want on a cut flower farm so that you're able to pick it year after year. Something like that you'll pick bi-yearly. So you'd pick it every other year.
Eat it.
Is it good? Do you like it? We're saving these for winter. Hopefully we have enough. If you're gonna eat them like that, we're not gonna have enough. Because she was upset that she got stabbed by a blackberry bush. And so I don't think Mama would like this if she came over here to look to see what we're doing, but that's okay. Come on, Vincent. I dropped it. All for that. Brenda and I just said this is hard with babies. It used to be much easier when it was just me and her going out to pick or just doing anything at that matter. They start crying, they don't want to listen, they get tired or hot. And look what he done to my hair, pulling it. Okay, I think we got about a gallon, do you think?
Close.
We gotta be done. We can't even get anything done. Get in there and we'll go. Is your finger okay? It does? Well, get in there and I'll take you back. Okay? Here you go. Did you just see how Keslin got into the stroller? Ask Miranda what she thinks about that. If she says anything. If I can push both of them. Oh, come on. I'm trying to put it four-wheel drive with these two babies. What do you think about her getting in the bottom of that thing? What's your result of that every time?
It looks awful. It looks like we are terrible parents, but she figured that out by herself. She realized...
Right. Miranda says get in there. Let's go.
No, she realized that like she wasn't going to get to ride in the stroller anymore. We need a double stroller, but we haven't gotten one yet. And so Vincent always rides, you know, in the seat. Well, then the one day she just like dove down there and I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
And she thinks that she's worried about that people think, oh, they can't afford to get a stroller. Well, this is just, it works sometimes. Let's go.
Oh, this is iliacnus.
You got a berry about to fall out. Don't lose all those.
No, come on.
We need every ounce of it. Do you want to come back or what?
Yeah, maybe like next week to get some more that are...
Yeah, there's a lot of red berries around us. There's a lot of black ripe ones, but there's a lot of red too that we could probably come back to get. Maybe by ourselves. We could probably get
like a little picnic date.
Yeah, that'd be good. And Vincent's talking to himself, and today is the first day that he said mama.
Yeah, he did earlier today.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Look at this. Does any of the viewers know what this is? Do you know what it is?
Greens and lace?
Yeah. Yeah, that's another one that they take. When you take it to the fresh cut market, they'll take this. But the rule is that it has to be flat. It can't be concaved, if that's the word I'm looking for. It has to be flat, straight across.
You might have to get out.
And, oh yeah. But anyways, that's another thing. You could go through fields of that. Timothy grass, wheatgrass, Queens and lace, Dara, Yara. There's a bunch more that you could just find out in the middle of a field. Daisies and feverfew, iliacnus, clover. There's just so much stuff. Blackberries and blueberries and mulberries. They take anything with berries and they'll take apple trees and peach trees, pear trees, everything that has a bloom on it. Which is kind of sad in a way because you won't have any fruit that way. But if you don't prune them, you're definitely not going to have any fruit. Blueberry and blackberry muffins, who couldn't be excited? She texted me today and said, hey, I'm gonna make some muffins. And while I was away working with flowers, that's what she done today. And they're gluten-free and also made with coconut sugar. I think at this very moment we have about a gallon of blueberries and about a gallon of blackberries.